I thought, oh, Megan is absolutely having a spiritual experience watching this right now.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
Today, we are discussing The Snow Must Go On and Merry Thanksgiving Weekend Must Go On. This movie originally aired on Friday, November 28th, and is currently available to stream on Hallmark Plus. Hey, we just dropped the cutest merch collection. It is our Holiday Town collection. It's adorable. It's cute. It's girly. There's a sweatshirt. There's a t-shirt. There's a mug. There's a hand towel. We're going to link each one of those products below. You can grab them in our shop, along with some more merch that we recently launched. There's a main character energy sweatshirt that I really like. That's all linked in the show notes, or you can find it via the shop tab at girlsgonehallmark.com.
You know what's funny is I showed my husband that stuff, and he's like, why would you get it on a towel? And I was like, I just walked away from the conversation. I was like, because people use towels like we do in our house, and why not make it cute?
Look at the dish towel collection at Home Goods, man.
Dude, have you been to an Anthropologie lately?
Oh, yeah.
Their dish towels are so cute. So now we got our own.
That's right.
Hey, we're on all the socials at Girls Gone Hallmark, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. We have a Facebook group, Girls Gone Hallmark. Come give us a join over there. We're just everywhere this season.
If you want a supersized month from us on Patreon, we are dropping 5 episodes as opposed to the usual 4. So you're getting more bang for your $5 over there. Patreon.com/Megan and Wendy. New episodes every Monday this month. Keep us in your ears as you're shopping, wrapping, silently screaming into a pillow over the never-ending holiday to-do list.
Wendy, a sneak peek into our lives right now.
Wendy and I just look at each other once in a while and go, and that about sums it up. We are going to talk about The Snow Must Go On, and we're going to kick it off with a synopsis.
Isaiah, a former Broadway actor struggling to make a comeback, escapes to upstate New York for the holidays, only to get roped into directing his niece's nearly canceled high school Christmas musical. Hoping to impress a powerful Broadway producer, he casts himself in the show, but instead discovers unexpected romance, renewed purpose, and the kind of holiday magic that reshapes his priorities.
The Snow Must Go On was directed by Jeff Beasley, which marks his 40th directing credit. He's behind several Hallmark favorites like Following Yonder Star, A Carol for Two, Haunted Wedding, and The Santa Summit.
This screenplay was written by Scott Damian and Heather Provost. Scott Damian has 7 writing credits, including Hallmark's Season for Love from 2018 and A Joyous Christmas from 2017. Heather Provost has 5 writing credits and shares those same Hallmark titles.
Heather Hemmons stars as Lily Ann. She has 31 acting credits. We last saw her in Christmas Under the Lights, and she's well known from the Groomsmen trilogy.
You know, I was looking back at her IMDb resume. She hasn't been on Hallmark that long.
No.
Kind of surprised by that, to be honest. I feel like she's a staple.
One of their leading ladies.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Corey Cott plays Isaiah, a Broadway guy through and through, having starred in Newsies, Gigi, and Bandstand. He has 21 acting credits, and past Hallmark roles include Season's Greetings from Cherry Lane and Butlers in Love.
Kaylin Yoon McCrae appears as Aurora. She has 4 acting credits with Hallmark appearances in Kiss Before Christmas and A New Year's Resolution.
Samantha Kendrick plays Sister Jess. With 26 acting credits, she's appeared in Hallmark's Never Been Kissed and Francesca Quinn P.I.
Emily Young plays Miranda. This is her 4th acting credit. She previously appeared in A Big Fat Family Christmas in 2022.
Stephanie Sy stars as Cindy. This is Stephanie's 71st acting credit. She was recently on Hallmark in A Carol for Two and The Magic of Lemon Drops.
Rodrigo Bellifuss plays Noah. This is his 13th acting credit, and you may remember him from The Santa Summit. Miriam Bernstein plays Sandra. Miriam's past Hallmark projects include The Magic of Lemon Drops, Hanukkah on Rye, and A Christmas Cookie Catastrophe. We're going to take a quick break and come right back with our first impressions. Hey, Wendy, what was your first impression of The Snow Must Go On?
The minute those kids started belting and fully committing to the show, I thought, oh, Megan is absolutely having a spiritual experience watching this right now.
My first impression is people are either going to love this movie or turn it off immediately, and I am all in on the extreme campiness of it all.
I think it's because you're like a theater kid mom.
100%.
Like you're in this world.
Yeah, I think if you are a theater kid, a theater parent in the theater world, this movie spoke to you.
Yeah.
Let's talk what we liked.
I am none of those things, but I really like this movie.
Yeah.
There's something about a story that has to do with like high school, set in high school,
Okay.
that I really enjoy.
Okay.
And this was one of them.
Uh-huh.
I liked it. But let me tell you, Jeff Beasley knows how to direct a Hallmark musical.
Yes.
I want to give him his flowers here. This isn't the first time he's done a Hallmark meets Broadway type movie. He did it with A Carol for Two, which was on last year's Countdown to Christmas. It's not talked about enough. It was so good.
Yeah, I feel like it was very skipped over last year.
Very skipped over. And it was good. I loved it. He also did Just One Kiss from several years ago. Do you remember that movie?
A little bit. They sing in that. Isn't that where they sing that iconic song?
You know, that one. This is where our brain is.
I
now.
can envision it. Hold on. I'll Google it because I know people will be bothered. Fly Me to the Moon and Something Stupid by Santino Fontana and Krista Rodriguez.
I love Santino Fontana.
Ugh, yeah. Jeff Beasley's great.
I don't know, he somehow is able to translate that Broadway energy into a cozy Hallmark movie.
Yes.
That's what I liked.
If I may quote Steve from our Facebook group, he said, "The Snow Must Go On is in contention for the sleeper of the Christmas season. The performance of the male lead was incredible. The child actors also delivered. Director Jeff Beasley created a funny, touching film." That really says all of my thoughts here.
Sums it up nicely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for listening, guys. Join our Facebook group where people are just doing our job over there.
I mean, look, Steve, you're hired. The male lead, Corey Cott, is a damn delight.
I agree.
He made me smile. He carries this movie on his back. His energy is high. His singing is delightful. His smile is electric. I didn't really have any thoughts about this movie going in. I didn't have any idea what I was going to get.
You know, I will tell you, it was probably low on my list because I was like, I am not familiar with Corey Cott. Heather Hemmons is fine. I knew it was a Jeff Beasley movie, but I was like, The Snow Must Go On. I'm going to talk about it in my wishes. But I was so delighted by all of that, especially Corey Cott.
He just brought me so much joy. I was like, I don't know if I texted you or you texted me, but I was like, I'm really into this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved how much singing we got from him too.
Oh, he was so good.
He has this beautiful, clear Broadway voice. I'm in a real Broadway place. I went to New York 2 weeks ago. I'm like, give me all the Broadway, give me the performances. And I want you to know, from one theater parent to the world, this is how theater people are. They will just break into song. That ending scene where he's like, I perform the Christmas story every year. Like, theater kids are like that.
Yeah.
Like, they're silly. They're fun.
There was a line that made me laugh out loud. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he was like taking the temperature on if kids were feeling stressed, and he's like, let's break out or let's sing a song or something. And I was like, what? That would be the last thing I would want to do.
Sure.
But
yeah.
maybe they do
Same.
that.
I don't want to sing something about Christmas. Like, don't make me do that. Like, presents, like, you know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. When you had that's like an icebreaker.
Yeah, I don't want to do that, but I'm not a theater kid. I'm just a theater nerd and theater parent. I'm in the world. Okay.
If I may, I liked the classic return home to save the holiday show trope. This is not the first time we've seen this on Hallmark, but I liked it. It was pretty predictable, right?
Yes.
But it worked. there were parts of me that I was like, when are public high schools? Oh, it wasn't a public high school, was it?
Oh, you're right. I don't think so. Does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter because there's not a lot of people are doing like a Christmas show.
Yeah.
And like this movie could have been like, it could have totally been made outside of Christmas too, I think.
Yeah.
Regardless, none of that matters. But I do like this trope of like, you got to save the Christmas pageant energy.
Speaking of tropes and predictability, I did enjoy the metaphor of figuring out your second act.
Yeah. Yeah. So did I. Are we there? Is that why?
Yes. Hey, there's the metaphor. And then, of course, Isaiah does make that connection. He's like, I need to figure out what my own second act is.
To piggyback off Facebook member Steve, I really loved the kids in this movie.
Yeah.
First, you got your trouble kid turned into your lead.
I know. I was like, he's the lead.
Yep. I love that. I love that we have Aurora, his niece, who is so mature beyond her age. I love that. And then we have Miranda, who is this shy lead, basically. Like the girl can sing and perform.
Can I tell you, my daughter, who's a theater kid, the other day says to me while I'm doing her hair, she goes, one of these days I'm going to overcome my fear of singing in front of people and I'm going to be unstoppable. And I was like,
did you cry? I would have cried.
I was like, well, what do we do to get you there?
Oh, I love that.
Anyway.
She should watch this movie.
I know.
She should watch this movie. I will say I did enjoy Heather Hemmons as Lily Ann. She is level-headed and warm, and she can sing. I really love that we got to see this moment of Heather Hemmons singing in this movie. I thought that was great. She does keep it from going off the rails because Corey's character, Isaiah, is a little bit unhinged. I'm going to talk about him in my wishes, but she keeps everything like...
She's very even and measured.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Look, you talked about the stereotypes of the kids, and I think the kids, many of them are straight up stereotypes, but I do think they're all recognizable stereotypes. They serve a purpose. You can either laugh with them or connect with them. You've got the theater diva overly obsessed with her phone. I also, in terms of the production, I was impressed with the production value of the final show, the costuming, the makeup, the sets. It was well done for a Hallmark high school production. I thought it was nice. And I have two quick little humorous likes to wrap mine up. Yeah. I loved the line, "It's like Hamilton, but Christmas." And in the beginning of the movie, we see the old drama teacher walking out in a blaze of glory, and she throws her papers. And as my husband, who is disillusioned with the profession of teaching, he just was like, he just loved that moment. He's like, that's the dream, man. Just middle of the day, you're done. So don't worry, he wouldn't do it to his students, but made him laugh.
I think everybody has that dream of like going out in a blaze of glory like that. If they
like the Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's with me? Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you ready to talk wishes?
I am. I mentioned it briefly. Isaiah, you're doing too much and not always in a good way. You cast yourself in as the lead.
I'd like to talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Look, as mentioned 800 times, I'm a theater parent. I've seen some crazy, you-know-what, including nepotism like you wouldn't believe. But the director casting himself, an adult, in the lead role of a high school presentation was beyond.
Too much, right?
Let the kids be kids. Look, this is my argument. In elementary school, my kids' elementary school does a very nice theater program. But they would bring in high school students to be pit singers, which means they're like off stage singing to boost the sound of the...
Okay.
It's an elementary school production. Let it be elementary school kids. We don't need... Let the kids' voices shine.
Yeah.
They rewrote one of the parts in Mary Poppins because the Mr. Banks character's voice wasn't strong enough to sing Let's Go Fly a Kite at the end, so they gave it to Mrs. Banks. It doesn't even make sense.
No.
Stuff like this is like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What's the point? And so I felt like you have missed the mark completely. Like, because I thought When he first did that, I was like, he's just doing that so that Aurora can play the role. But that wasn't his goal. That only happened accidentally in the end.
Right.
And I was like, come on, man. Open your eyes.
Yeah.
Not cool, bro.
Yeah. Who wants to go see
The drama teacher play the lead?
No, you want to see your own kid, right?
Of course, it's a high school production.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get why they had to do it. I get why the story makes sense.
Yes, I do too. But I also feel like casting Aurora in the lead role also gets the attention of her mother in a way where she might be then willing to offer him the audition he's looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like it would have had the opposite effect. If he had gone on stage and performed, she would be like, what the heck is this guy doing? He's taking away
For real. Yeah.
from the student's opportunity.
Yeah. Exactly. My next wish is Stephanie Sy is criminally underused.
It's my biggest wish. Justice for Stephanie Sy in all caps.
She is a Broadway star.
Yeah, give her more to do.
Okay. No shade to Heather Himmons, but what if Stephanie Sy was in this lead role?
I know. What is Hallmark afraid of putting Stephanie Sy in the lead?
I don't get it.
It might have been too much like Broadway energy, but
We're already there.
I know. Justice for Stephanie Sy.
Also, I mentioned it earlier. I hate the title of this movie. I hate the pun. I wish it was just The Show Must Go On and make the poster Christmassy.
Yeah, I think Hallmark is like, can't do it. Can't do it. Gotta have it in there. Gotta have something wintry, something Christmas.
I mean, I know there was a tie-in with the snow machine, but it wasn't that
And
big
they
of
even
a
say it?
character. Like, yeah, and yes, like, don't hit me over the head with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it, though, for my wishes.
Let's talk. Did you see that?
I just have a few. I loved Isaiah's sweatsuit, with the candy cane.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like clip art fantasy come true, but it was funny, and it was a bold move that he just like shows up to the high school like wearing this. Like I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. My other, did you see that? I have two more. The opening scene, I was like, what am I getting here? Like, because they show him in this, like, on his one-man show or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I thought this was about high school Christmas musical. So I like that it kind of threw me off a little bit.
Well, my husband, he's like, what's happening? This is terrible. I'm like, it's intentionally bad. Like, it's intentionally bad. That's the point. And he was like, he couldn't understand. I'm like, the point is he's trying to do this one-man show. He's clearly talented. His show sucks. Nobody's there. Like, but my husband was like also thrown. Anyway.
My last, did you see that, was there were some great lines in this. You've already mentioned them. But the one where they're talking about the script and Lily Ann goes, concepts of a script. And there were a lot of little like political Easter eggs through this that I really liked.
Yep. I have two more. Did you see that? I did love the concepts of a plan throwback. In the beginning of the movie, when the sister and the niece, it was unclear to me their relationship to him and each other.
Yeah.
And I thought it was his sister and her girlfriend.
Oh.
And then we cut and they were like going through a divorce. And then this kid comes in. I'm like, oh, that's the niece. Didn't understand that. Didn't understand that at all.
Is this casting of a for the teenager is maybe too old?
I'm not a good judge of age, but to me, the sister also looked very young in that opening scene. I don't know. I just thought that's his sister and that's her girlfriend, because he talks about her and she's like, she is very talented, and she like touches her arm. Like, it was sweet. I was like,
yeah.
Anyway. Also, and then I paused it when I realized that it was the daughter. And I said, did you think it was the sister and the girlfriend? He said, no, I thought it was his sister and her friend coming to his show.
Oh.
The only other, did you see that? This is such a reach. When he goes through, he's like, I got an app to do the lighting. Mm-hmm. And he like goes through. At that commercial break, there was a commercial for App Lights, which is like a lighting app.
Yeah.
And I went back and rewatched. to see if they had like flashed to his app. They don't.
Oh,
So it's just a very weird coincidence.
yeah.
Because app lights, it's more about holiday lighting, and this is more about stage lighting. I don't know if there was any tie-in, but it was coincidental. What did you rate The Snow Must Go On?
I gave it 3.75.
Oh, me too, exactly.
Ah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's good.
Hey, thank you for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. If you love this podcast, we love your 5-star ratings and reviews. Hit us with them in the Apple Podcast app. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.